Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the Hot Stocks Outlook for June 8th, 2018. Hope you're all having an excellent week out in the financial markets, and as always, a lot of really great opportunities to cover. I want to start here in Callon Petroleum. We've really touched on the energy space over the past couple of months in this Hot Stocks Outlook, but we're also going to look at VeriSign. We've got Ralph Lauren here, Guaranty Bancorp, and also Progenics Pharmaceuticals. So a lot of different sectors there and a lot of opportunities opening up throughout the markets, but I want to highlight Callon Petroleum here because we've talked about the energy space for probably the past couple of months as far as opportunities to the upside, things like HollyFrontier, Chevron Corporation. But the last time that I covered an energy stock outside of recapping HollyFrontier was back here on about 518. So you can go back and watch those Hot Stocks Outlooks. And the reason is because we started to get a lot of these crossovers moving to the downside. So what we have here in Callon Petroleum and very similar configuration in a lot of other energy stocks is these are all of our daily bars and candles representing the daily price action going back, we see here, to the middle of last month. And against that price action, there's some extremely helpful indicators to help traders make better trading decisions. So this black line that you see on the chart, that is a simple moving average. So what that is actually an extremely common technical indicator, and as a simple moving average does, it really just plots past prices and acts as a good summary or a baseline for us to make trading decisions from. But what we're comparing that value to is this blue value. And so for that value to be generated, VantagePoint is performing what's called intermarket analysis. So it's looking at things like what's going on in the crude oil market, what's going on in other energy stocks, what's going on in energy ETFs. It's looking at upwards of 35 other markets and weighing how those other markets influence and affect the target market that you, the trader, may be trading, in this case, Callon Petroleum. And so this is why there was just a lot of warning signs, and the crude oil forecast is to the downside, signaling you want to go ahead and get short this market. Now, in addition to our predicted moving average that tells us the overall trend, we also have this highly accurate predicted neural index. And this is a 48-hour indicator forecasting very short-term strength or weakness in the market. So you see it comes up to a green configuration here. We run a little sideways over these about 4 trading days, but the trend is still down. As long as that blue line remains below the black line, you want to be short the market, or you want to certainly be taking profit on those really great energy trades that we've had over the past couple of months. So we see Callon here, though, down 26%, crude oil getting absolutely hammered over the past couple of weeks. And this is where you can benefit from those intermarket relationships and be making money in stocks while they're being driven down by the changes in crude oil prices. But if you're not performing intermarket analysis, it's going to be very hard to improve your timing and make sure you get involved in the market so you can preserve the bullish opportunities over the last couple months, but also make money or even hedge to the downside here. 26% drop in Callon Petroleum. Here in VeriSign here, opportunity to the upside, and markets have been fairly bullish over the past couple months. Things have been mixed, but there's been great opportunities opening up throughout these different sectors. And so again, as long as that blue line is above the black line, it's essentially saying that that predicted moving average is weighing all those intermarket relationships and forecasting the market to move higher than the actual moving average or where it had previously been. And you see how these forecasts work is not only do we have this neural index, but we're also actually provided every single trading day. Before the trading day occurs, you have a predicted high and low range. So you see that's our prediction for the next trading day here in VeriSign. But what's really beautiful about this is we can actually look at those predictions against the actual market data to see how well these indicators perform over time and how they can help you execute and be very efficient with your particular trading strategy, because this isn't a locked trading system or black box here. It's a trend forecasting software here. And so if we bring up those predicted highs and lows, you see how this works. If you're in bullish mode, your neural index is at a bullish configuration, so forecasting strength over these entire 48-hour periods. And look how these predicted lows work for entries. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 opportunities over the past month here where intraday the markets moved towards that predicted low, closed above the predicted low by the end of the day, and then continued its overall trend higher. And so regardless of the trading strategy, whether you're short term, whether you're trading even options, whether you're a trend trader, you have the tools to make intelligent trading decisions. So while VeriSign's moving up 13% over the past 22 trading days, you're in buy mode, you're guided by these predicted highs and lows, and also really reduces the risk that you have to put into a market when you have these accurate forecasts of the predicted ranges for those next trading days. Here's Ralph Lauren. So tons of things going on in the retail and the retail brand space. But here again, look how strong this forecast is of predicted moving average moving above the actual moving average, signaling if you want to go ahead and trade here, Ralph Lauren, you certainly want to go ahead and be long. I mean, everything extremely strong here. And again, though, we want to get as efficient as we possibly can and look towards those predicted high and low ranges to determine, okay, well, where can we get along the market? Where can we look to take prices? And you see how this works, and it actually works quite well for someone who, is probably working during the day. You don't want to be watching the markets all day. Let the markets trade. This is all based off of end of day data, and utilize these forecasts to, again, make those better trading decisions in the market. So even when you have extreme volatility like you have here, look how quickly these levels are adapting and getting you back on track with the short-term trading. So again, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 entries. Again, all of them where that market is moving to the predicted low and then closing by the end of the day above that predicted low level. So overall, we see here really nice move. Just a ton of these retailers had a really nice pop towards the middle of the month, but you see 28% move to the upside on Ralph Lauren Corporation. So if you're buying the $110 calls or however you want to approach that market, just use this forecast to manage that trading decision. And that's really the whole thing with trading is this is risk management. You have to be able to manage an opportunity over time, know when you want to be pushing and heavier on that position, ideally at these predicted lows, and when to take profit at predicted highs when you've made that money and you've gotten a good intraday level to take some profit at. Here's Guaranty Bancorp. So the financial space also has been recovering quite a bit since a lot of those moves lower over the past few months, but same thing. So regardless of the markets that you trade, the forecasts work the same way across all of those different markets, really expanding which markets you can have the confidence to trade. So here in Guaranty Bancorp, we have the crossover to the upside. See a lot of strength out of the Neural Index. We get a little bit of a down signal here that, obviously the trend is still up and we go higher. A little bit of a consolidation here. You get that Neural Index in a red configuration there. But overall, look how well this is guiding you to let you know, certainly I want to know, that we're going to get a little bit of a pullback. So you can actually be buying on that pullback because the trend, that predicted moving average, you see well above the actual moving average, signaling that this is a very strong opportunity. So again, just assess your trading style, the time frame that you like to work in, and say, okay, well, let's bring in those predicted highs and lows and determine where do I want to be a buyer on this market. We get a move here. You see this market moves down and closes and immediately starts trading higher with the trend. Predicted low, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there. Multiple entries to get into this uptrending market. But overall, if you can really identify these opportunities right at the crossover, which, there's actually a scanning feature here, which allows us to scan every night through all of these markets and identify where are the fresh opportunities, where should I be focusing the trading capital. And we see here that over the course of, again, about a month's time, really, we've gotten a really nice move of 19.5%, almost 20%. On a stock where you're getting into the stock down at what's about $29 per share. And this market does not reverse. You see the trend is up. We're not finding new lows. We're finding that support and moving higher and a very clear predicted moving average, remaining very much and very well above that actual moving average. Lastly here, some pharmaceuticals. So if you want more volatility, there's lower price stocks and pharmaceutical companies where things are going to move a little bit more intraday as far as percentage on price. But it's very important if you want to make a lot of money to catch the big move, because you see at the right side of the chart, this is very hard to trade once it's already just moving up. There's no retracement. You need to be in that market beforehand. So we see all the way back here. Here's where your indication comes. It says, okay, the trend's reversed. Now go in with your tools. You can, of course, manage the position, be taking profits, adjusting your position over time, but use your predicted ranges. Use the tools here to make those trading decisions. You see excellent entry right at the beginning of the trade. Markets run sideways, but a couple of really great entries to buy on these dips. And you see again, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 great opportunities to get involved in this uptrend. And you see even after this day where we close a little lower, look how the forecast updates and that new predicted low moves lower to let you know, look, prices can go even lower here, but the trend, blue line still very much above the black line. You want to go ahead and stick with that trade. This is another really great opportunity here. So a lot has been going on. A lot of these sectors are moving. Energy's been a huge a part of this. There's some great moves higher over the last couple months, but obviously you need those warning signs to say, look, get out of the way, actually take some short positions here and preserve those profits and make money on the downside as well here. Progenics Pharmaceuticals up 28%, but all over. I mean, we looked at, there's like Foot Locker, a lot of these retail stocks doing very well, financials turning around. And even petroleum and crude oil, a place where you can take some trades and even hedge that portfolio. So have some shorts in the energy space when crude's going down and when that weakness is evident. So as always, guys, thank you all for watching. Best of luck to the traders out there in the markets. And as I sign off here, once again, this has been our Hot Stocks Outlook for June 8th, 2018. Best of luck. Thanks again, and bye for now.